Natasha Ghanem, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.
Algerians have been out in huge numbers for a fifth straight Friday, calling not only for the president to go, but for the rest of the government to go too. They rallied in the capital Algiers and in cities and towns elsewhere as more of the president's allies abandoned him. Mohammed Jamjoom reports.
For the fifth Friday in a row, demonstrators across Algeria poured into the streets. Gray skies did not cloud their enthusiasm. Rain could not dampen their passion. Appropriate to the occasion, this man carried an umbrella designed in the colors of his country's flag.
We're coming from all over the country. We're all one, united under the umbrella of one nation. We will keep protesting in the sun, in the rain, until we get what we want.
It's been almost a month since demonstrators, led by the young, began demanding President Abdelaziz Bouteflika withdraw from running for a fifth term in office. The 82-year-old leader reversed his decision to stand for re-election, but he also postponed polls that were due in April until, he said, political reforms could be implemented. He remains the nominal head of the transition process, which hasn't just further angered the protesters, it's also deepened their resolve.
No matter how harsh the winter and rain will be, no matter how bad the weather will be, the regime is harsher. We will keep on protesting.
On Thursday, even judges joined the demonstrations. This sit-in outside a local court in the capital was meant to show solidarity with more than 1,000 other judges who had earlier refused to oversee the upcoming election if President Bouteflika was a candidate. Another big setback for Bouteflika, who also appears to have been deserted by his own party. Analysts believe Friday's protests are among the largest demonstrations ever seen in Algeria.
I think it would surpass what happened last week, and it basically telling the president that we are not going to stop, we are gathering momentum until the day you and your government will live forever.
The army chief says the public has expressed what he calls noble aims during the demonstrations. Analysts believe those words to be the strongest signal yet that the military may be distancing itself from Bouteflika and the political elite who support him. If so, that would be a problem for a president who's been in power for 20 years, and a huge support for the hundreds of thousands of protesters who want to ensure the remnants of Bouteflika's government are gone for good. Mohammed Jamjoom, Al Jazeera.
Still ahead on Al Jazeera, why a new study is describing the opioid epidemic in the US as the third wave.
Saturday, looks like the cloud will be mostly here over parts of the UAE, through parts of Oman and here in Doha. But then that gradually retreats as we head through the day on Sunday, but only because the next system is working its way towards us. So generally here, things looking a little bit unsettled at the moment. Down towards the southern parts of Africa, and there's yet more rain here, particularly over parts of Mozambique. That's not good news. Obviously, we have the widespread flooding here, and it looks like the showers will continue over the next few days. Also showers for us over parts of Madagascar. Some of those are looking pretty lively, but towards the west, it's drier and brighter. 26 should be our maximum in Cape Town.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways. She was the spokeswoman for the students who took over the US Embassy in Tehran in 1979. 40 years on, she's still a firm believer in the principles she fought for.